وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. اللهم إنا نسألك خير هذه الليلة وخير ما فيها وخير ما بعدها، ونعوذ بك ربنا من شر هذه الليلة وشر ما فيها وشر ما بعدها. اللهم أصلح لنا ديننا الذي هو عصمة أمرنا، وأصلح اللهم لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا، وأصلح اللهم لنا آخرتنا التي إليها معادنا. اللهم اجعل الحياة زيادة لنا في كل خير، واجعل اللهم الموت راحة لنا من كل شر. اللهم سلمنا لدينك وسلم لنا قلوبنا، واحفظ علينا عافيتنا، ونعوذ بك أن تفتنا في دنيانا وآخرتنا يا رب العالمين. وبعد، حياكم الله تعالى. This is the time to talk about the best of the people, the person, our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ being asked to follow him, Khalil al-Rahman, Ibrahim على نبينا وعليه الصلاة والسلام. He is the father or grandfather of Nabiyullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Safwatullah min khalqih alayhi الصلاة والسلام. When we talk about Ibrahim alayhi salam, we're going to talk about him alayhi salatu wassalam during Surah al-Baqarah, because this is our journey inshaAllah tabaraka wa ta'ala with the surah. And for sure we're going to mention about some things here and there in the rest of the Quran, but we will try to focus about what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah al-Baqarah. And we can find like 10 places or 10 ayahs actually. We can, say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Ibrahim alayhi salam here. But the first time when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ قَالَ إِنِّي جَاعِلُكَ لِلنَّاسِ إِمَامًا قَالَ وَمِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِي قَالَ لَا يَنَالُ عَهْدِ الظَّالِمِينَ. This is the first ayah in Surah al-Baqarah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned about Ibrahim ala nabiyyina wa alayhi salatu wassalam. But actually, this ayah is related with ما ننسخ من آية أو ننسها نأتي بخير منها أو مثلها. After the journey with Bani Israel, نسأل الله تعالى السلامة والعافية يا رب العالمين, and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about them, how they didn't believe in Allah Azza wa Jal as he should to be believed subhanahu wa ta'ala. After what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about their disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and getting away from the direction of Rabb al-Izzah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all of that came. And after that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, hey, this is Ibrahim. It means if we have two kinds of people, the first kind of people didn't follow direction with Allah, we have the second kind of the people, they already fulfilled what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded or asked them to do. It means we need to avoid the first part, the first kind of people. We need to avoid their mistakes, and we need to look what are the best things, Ibrahim alayhi salam and his ummah, his nation did, and following their direction and going step by step with what Ibrahim alayhi salam. What is the first point here? The first point, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ. What is the meaning of ibtala? If we're going to look at the translation, we're going to find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said when Ibrahim alayhi salam was tried by his Lord. What does that mean? It means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested him. Every single person claim or saying, okay, I am a mu'min. What is the proofs? What is the evidences you are giving to? Okay, who needs the evidences about my iman? Who needs that? Can I have answer? Who needs Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything. He doesn't need to show him, Ya Rabb al-Alameen, I am a mu'min, to know if you are a mu'min or not. The only one needs the evidences is me. I need to show myself my evidences. I am a mu'min, and I am showing myself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what the people have in their hearts, in their minds, everything. I am the only person needs that showing. Because of that, when the Prophet Muhammad said, As-salatu nur, was-sadaqatu burhan. Burhan, it's like an evidence. About what? About I am on the track. I am going with the right way. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked me, I am showing myself I deserve to be in that level or that position when in the hands of Rabbil Izzah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ, it's telling us nobody gonna be excluded from that test. Every single person in this dunya have a test. Which kind of test we have, this is the difference between the people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing somebody with his aqeedah, somebody tested by his ibadah, somebody is tested with his iman, with his Qur'an, with his nafaqah. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked us, it's a kind or different kinds of tests, and we need to fulfill our duties towards the orders came to us from Rabbil Alameen subhanahu wa ta'ala, like Ibrahim alayhi salam did. It means the first lesson for us today, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى, before going, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى, we're going to stop with this word. وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ. Usually, when we have a command from Rabbil Alameen subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're going to see Allah at the name of Rabbil Izzah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It means we're supposed to listen to that. وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى اللَّهُ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ اللَّهُ, not رَبُّهُ. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned to the رَبُّهُ? Because once we are following the direction, we need to trust the person we already following him. And how can we trust that while Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is unseen subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's ghaib subhanahu jalla fi ula. How can I trust that I am seeing the results of existence of Rabbil Izzah subhanahu wa ta'ala? I am seeing the fruits which we have. My health, I am seeing you. I am hearing from you. I can talk to you. I am standing. I just finished my prayer. All of that is a ni'am, is the favors from Rabbil Izzah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I have my wife, my children, my work, my business, my money, my car, all of that things. I have the sky over here. It came to me, just for me, and the sea, and the land. It means everything in this dunya, it belonged to me to show Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala I am going with this way. I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How can we, see that from Allah? It's coming from Rabbil Izzah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you remember when we started to explain the meaning of Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and we stopped with this word actually and said, Rabb, it's coming from tarbiyah, and tarbiyah, it's giving you everything you need and protecting you from anything it's affecting us. This is like a giver and protector subhanahu wa ta'ala, giver and protector subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is because of that, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ. If I believe in that, I will never being asked to do anything unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows I can do it. And this is the end of the surah, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. I will not do it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked me to do that. But you know what? I will not do it because لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها, I cannot. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows you cannot, He will not ask you. Otherwise, it's going to be a stillness order. Imagine if I'm going to ask this man, what's your name, Ammo? What's your name? Okay, can I ask this man to hold like a 10 kilometer, 10 like even bounds? Can I ask him to hold like a 10 bounds right now? And he stay with it like 5 minutes? And please take this 10 pounds to put it in my car. Is that a wisdom? I can ask this person to do that amount in his hand? It's going to be a stillness order. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows I cannot do anything, He will never ask me to do it. Once Allah asked me, it means I can do it. Am I clear with this point? وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ. We got with the رَبُّهُ here. بِكَلِمَاتٍ. What is the kalimat? It's orders. It's commanded. What is the orders? When you try to look at the aqwal al-mufassirin and see what is the scholars said about that, they're going to mention to the fire they put him, and he fulfilled everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him as the tests. But if in my humble opinion, the kalimat, what's coming on in Surah al-Baqarah after that, what is that? Just for example, وَإِذْ جَعَلْنَا الْبَيْتَ مَثَابَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَأَمْنًا. Or we can start with وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ قَالَ إِنِّي. This is the example of the kalimat which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested Ibrahim with. قَالَ إِنِّي جَاعِلُكَ لِلنَّاسِ إِمَامًا. قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما. I am hiring you to take care of the Masjid Salah الدين. Okay, I am hiring you. If you're going to accept that position, you are fulfilling the position which we choose for you. You're qualified to lead this community. Here you go. If you accept the position, you are fulfilling the kalimat. I gave you a kalima right now. But in a while, you're going to be, broken. I cannot do that. This is different with what did you accept from the beginning. This is the point. The second one, قَالَ إِنِّي جَاعِلُكَ لِلنَّاسِ إِمَامًا, reminding us about what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said or told about Adam على نبينا عليه الصلاة والسلام. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said at the beginning of the surah, وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ. This is the position. This is the position of Adam, and this is the position of Ibrahim alayhi salam, imaman. Anyone following Ibrahim alayhi salam, he's supposed to be as an imam. I don't mean imam leading the salah or giving a khutbah or he is the leader. It means once we are trying to imitate Ibrahim ala nabiyina alayhi salatu wasalam, and performing like him alayhi salatu wasalam, we are acting like imams over here. And the imam is supposed to know everything about the community, aware about the problems, trying to fix anything. He's doing his part. He's doing his duties toward the community which he's leading. This is the point here. إِنِّي جَعِلُكَ لِلنَّاسِ إِمَامًا. He said, قَالَ وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِي. Ibrahim alayhi salam didn't say no. Can I sleep on it? I'm going to think about the issue. Let me ask my wife. For sure, we need to do the same thing, Can I ask my wife if I can accept the position or not? He didn't say that. He said, what about my what are you calling, offspring? Offsprings? I'm talking about the offsprings, the generations gonna come after. Ya Rabb al-Alameen, can you give that position for my generations too? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لا ينال عهد الظالمين. It's not for everybody. It means this is for the people, they already trying and they insist to achieve that position like what we gave you, ya Ibrahim alayhi salam. This is the point, the lesson here. Who's willing to go through the same route which Allah Azza wa Jalla gave to Ibrahim alayhi salam? Which one willing to do that? But by the way, if we're going to do that, giving our word, we need to remember what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala goes for Ibrahim alayhi salam. One time he was in the fire. Listen, not just have nothing in his home or got a how can we say, like faqir. It's understanding. You will not be just a faqir or muhtaj or so and so. Sometimes we're going to be under attack. It means when we see the people in Palestine or somewhere else like facing all of that, struggling, and they believe in what they're doing, this is the part of the imamah which Ibrahim alayhi salam took it as a position before. Once we are struggling with the da'wah over here, traveling here and there, going somewhere and delivering the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and having a hard time to build the masjid and reconstruct so and so, all of that, it's a part of the position which Allah gave it to us. And by the way, imagine if the President of the United States, he announced today, we're going to choose one of the Dallas community Muslim to be the leader of so and so. Oh, this choosing coming from the President of the United States. Wow, it's going to be a big position. It's a huge one. And we're going to see who's going to be in that position. Imagine if, subhanahu wa ta'ala, ta'ala Allah azza wa jalla an al-tashbih. Imagine if Allah azza wa jalla choosing a people to be in that position. And don't forget, we're going to go through the same ayah when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس. Just try to collect between the words of Ibrahim alayhi salam and the offsprings of Ibrahim alayhi salam, and كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس. You are the best of the best. You are the best ummah, nation came to that dunya, came to that universe. Because of what? Because of تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. Back to Ibrahim alayhi salam, وإذ ابتلى إبراهيم ربه بكلمات فأتمهن. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't say he performed what we asked him, but he said he made it excellently, perfectly. He didn't miss anything from the orders from Rabbil Alameen subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes, wallahi al-azim, نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى السلامة والعافية يا رب العالمين. Sometimes we have our shortcoming with the sunan of the salawat. Because we already performed the salah, the farida, it's okay. It's more than enough for me. You know, I'm feeling tired. I'm not in a good situation now. I'm trying to find any kind of excuse to excuse myself from doing what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked me to do. But Ibrahim alayhi salam didn't try to do that. Ibrahim alayhi salam used to make the order from Rabbil Alameen subhanahu wa ta'ala perfect. 100%. It means when he starts to pray, he will not even think about anything except the salah. He's going to focus 100%. He's going to have the khushu', the tranquility, 100%. He's going to perform the tajweed in the salah, 100%. He's going to feel the position of the musalli, 100%. If you're going to give a sadaqah, he's going to give it 100%. 100%. And now we can remember why Abu Bakr as-Siddiq tried 100% giving. And this is the same position which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it to Ibrahim. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gave it to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. This is Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is Khalilun Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. هذا خليلي. You see that word? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called Ibrahim alayhi salam Khalilur Rahman. As the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam described that. Khalilur Rahman, Ibrahim alayhi salam, prophet. One of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he was Khalilun Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Why? Because Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, I don't want to say usually, but it was the whole time he used to do everything perfectly. This is فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قَالَ إِنِّي جَعِلُكَ لِلنَّاسِ إِمَامًا. This is the position we have. Every single person over here is an imam like Ibrahim ala nabiyina alayhi salatu wasalam. The only difference here, we're not receiving Jibreel alayhi salam. But alhamdulillah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And this is the point we can feel why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ مَعَكُمْ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ in Surah Al-Hujurat. Is that مَعَكُمْ? فِيكُمْ? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. What's different? Ma'akum, coming with me, I can go away from him. But if I have something in, I cannot get anyway from it. It's in. وَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ فِيكُمْ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. If I accept Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if I accept Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam as a leader for me, I'm going to put him in mine. He's going to be in, not with. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ فِيكُمْ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. Okay? Back to the second command to the Prophet, to Ibrahim alayhi salam. It means Ibrahim accepted the position of imamah. And this is the responsibility about everything in the universe. Not just about the people, by the way. The second one, وَإِذْ جَعَلْنَا الْبَيْتَ مَثَابَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَأَمْنًا. What is the meaning of مثابة? مثابة is something يثوب الناس إليه. The place, everybody coming to this place. Everyone coming to that. Why? To get something. You know the kitchen in a home? Everybody going to the kitchen. Everybody going to the kitchen. Everybody at home going to the kitchen to find something. This is the place of the ibadah as a masajid in a Muslim community. Every single person supposed to come to the masjid to get something. What is the best thing you can get in the masjid? Okay, I'm going to ask another question. What is the best thing you can find in Mecca, in Al-Bayt al-Haram? Just looking at the Kaaba. Okay, I'm going to open the screen over here and looking at the Kaaba. It's beautiful with that colors, you know. What do you call it? 4K? the what do you call it? The resolution. Okay, it's going to be enough. It's going to be so clear. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to have like a 100 screen, you know. Wow. But I will not feel the same. Over there, the best thing we can feel is the tranquility. Al-khushu'. And we can say as-sakina. This is as-sakina. تغشاهم السكينة تغشاهم رحمة الله تبارك وتعالى. This is the best thing over there. Once we are coming to the masjid, we are coming to recharge our souls. It's not a place to fight about anything. It's not a place to disconnect our hearts with Allah Jalla fi'ula. Once I am making sujood, I have nothing against anyone in the whole world. I'm just concentrating about what I need to get to fill my heart with that kind of tranquility. قال الله تعالى وَإِذْ جَعَلْنَا الْبَيْتَ مَثَابَةً, the place for everybody coming to. And because of that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked every single person in this dunya, as the mu'mineen, to go if you can do it. مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلٌ. And the third one, وَاتَّخِذُوا مِن مَقَامِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ مُصَلَّى أَنْ وَعَهِدْنَا إِلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ وإسماعيل. It means جَعِلُكَ لِلنَّاسِ إِمَامًا. The second one, وَإِذْ جَعَلْنَا الْبَيْتَ مَثَابَةً. He fulfilled that one or not? You know? مَثَابَةً لِلنَّاسِ وَأَمْنًا. And he said, وَعَهِدْنَا, we asked Ibrahim alayhi salam, وَعَهِدْنَا إِلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْمَاعِيلَ أَنْ طَهِّرَا بَيْتِيَ لِلطَّائِفِينَ وَالْعَاكِفِينَ وَالرُّكَّعِ السُّجُودِ. What does that mean? How can we translate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ask Ibrahim to take care of the home of Allah Azza wa Jalla? How can we translate that? I'm not looking for the translation to English from Arabic. I'm trying to translate the words to action. How can we act like the people يرفعون القواعد من البيت? You know, few months ago, this place wasn't exist. When you look at the land, you're gonna find different colors. But now we are sitting, enjoying our time, praying, feeling happy, feeling our ukhuwah coming together, putting dollars from here, 50 cents over here, 100,000 from here. We are collecting all of that to be in the same place, in the same account, to come to the constructor. Here you go, brother, and help us to finish as soon as possible. This is the responsibility of يرفع إبراهيم القواعد من البيت. The bayt over there, it's like examples of every bayt of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a different places. And this is our responsibility. Especially, subhanallah, Allah Azza wa Jalla gave us, am I have time? Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us a chance. Wallahi al-azim, wallahi we're lucky. I swear, wallahi al-azim, we are lucky over here in America, on the West in general, to take care of the masajid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In our back homes, and I'm talking about Egypt, you know, the masajid under the responsibility of awqaf ministry and so and the government like giving money for the homes of worshipping and what, you know the system over there. Nobody being asked to do something, you know. But over here, we have nothing except what we're giving. It means when I see that light, it means somebody gave them money to keep that light on. We're lucky with that, to imitate Ibrahim alayhi salam with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked him. And Ibrahim alayhi salam, وَعَهِدْنَا إِلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْمَاعِيلَ. Subhanallah, usually when I think about this ayah, I am seeing my son next to me. You know, I can understand if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَعَهِدْنَا إِلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَابْنِهِ. What is the meaning of وَابْنِهِ? What? وَإِبْنِهِ. What is the meaning of إِبْنِهِ? His son. But his son at that time, it's going to be nakira. It's going to be a nakira. It's not unknown. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Ismail and Nabi alayhi salatu salam to two reasons. The first one, because Muhammad alayhi salatu salam going to come after. But the second one, and this is important one, because like identifying that person. We don't need to have our children as a nakira. We need them to be well known to the community. Just for example, I'm taking my son with me when I go to somewhere to deliver a da'wah. I'm giving him a chance even to like introduce me. But just sit in a second, in a 1 minute, in a 3 minutes. If I sometimes I'm stopping my talk and I'm asking him, okay, I'm sorry, what he said? I don't understand that. And he's going to start translate to me in Arabic. I'm kidding him. But what I'm trying to give him, I'm trying to give him a chance to be a part of the project. Even the small project. If you give your son a $5 when we get to the masjid, and please, can you help me to put that in the box? You're going to put the $5 to the $5 to the box. The $5 in the box, You're going to put it. But you are asking your son to do that because you are trying to make him as a part of the project. You need to build the concept in his mind and increasing that giving in his heart. In the future, he's going to be the giver. And everything he's going to give, it's going to be in your hasanat because you already taught him to do that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَعَهِدْنَا إِلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَوَلَدِهِ No, وَإِسْمَاعِيل. Usually we are dealing with our children as a nothing and we ignoring them. But every single second we're going to spend with them and giving them attention, we are building something in them. وعهدنا إلى إبراهيم وإسماعيل أن طهر بيتي للطائفين والعاكفين والركع السجود. We're going to continue inshallah next week. جزاكم الله تعالى خيرا. بارك الله فيكم. سلام الله عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.